Alrighty guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be testing out AGL Super Vegito. We are going to be testing him out in the full 55% no equipment level 10 link showcase. Again, my Vegito Blue, not Vegito Blue, this Super Vegito is at 55%, no equipment, full level 10 links. This is going to be a really good video for you free-to-play players out there who are thinking of maybe, easying and then getting this guy to full level 10 links. Is it worth it? Is he good enough to get to full level 10 links? And this is the video that is going to help you. Alright, so again, we're going to be taking AGL Super Vegito into 4 teams. We're going to see how well he fares in each of them and see overall what this Super Vegito is able to bring to the table. So anyways, let's just hop right into our first category team, which will be the Super Saiyans team, and we'll see again what AGL Super Vegito is able to bring to the team. Alright guys, so we're here on the Super Saiyans team, of course led by Namek Goku. Alright, so his start of turn defense is 34k, not the most impressive, but again, AGL Super Vegito has 80% damage reduction. So this Vegito, against just normal attacks, not super attacks, has 80% damage reduction, which makes him a really good unit in Super Battle Road, but at the same time, it really makes him a double-edged sword. The reason for that is, again, if he gets hit, he's gonna get hit very hard if it's a super attack. That is the only downside to this unit. Now, in terms of links, we have everything except Power Bestowed by God and Shocking Speed. Which is actually quite surprising, since, I mean, that isn't really surprising. Most, fusion-based units have Over in a Flash. But another part of AGL Super Vegito's passive is that he actually gets, I believe it is 30 or 40% attack and defense before, he attacks if he gets hit. So he gets 40% attack and defense after receiving an attack. So we are going to be able to get that with Broly, who's going to super attack before Super Vegito. And there we go, that's the extra 40% attack and defense, and then the counters as well. And he's at 1.38 million. Again, damage is not going to be AGL Super Vegito's strong suit. Again, most of his damage is going to be coming from the counters that he does, which also brings me to probably one of the, I wouldn't say controversial, but one of the probably the most discussed things with, the, counter-based units. Whether or not you should go for things like crits, additionals, or what should you go for when dealing with a counter-based unit. Now for AGL Super Vegito, Physical Vegito Blue, what I always tell people is it's really important to go for crits on the units. Again, additionals is not a bad thing for AGL Super Vegito either, but the issue with going for full additionals is, again, AGL Super Vegito, he's not getting any sort of, I mean, how do I put this? He's not getting any sort of outstanding buffs from getting additionals, because he doesn't raise defense on super attack. He doesn't do any of that. He just raises allies attack on super attack. So there's not a whole lot of merit in giving him additionals, is what I would say. Alright, so we are now at 35k defense. We have everything except Golden Warrior and Power Bestowed by God. Against once this Super Saiyan Gogeta transforms, he's gonna lose Golden Warrior, and he's probably gonna get Warrior of Gods or something like that. Alright, so again, we're not gonna be able to get attacked before we actually super attack, so our attack stat is gonna be just a bit lower. Again, last time it was at 1.38. That was with his full passive active. And another part of his passive, which I have not mentioned yet because again it's pretty hard to get, is AGL Super Vegito is able to actually see where the enemy super attacks are going to be if he's under 40% HP. And there he was at just a little bit over 1 million. And then his counters are doing damage right here. This is really good. And he's going to be able to finish Broly off. So the last part of his passive, if I'm going to pull it up right now, is he, under 40% HP, is able to foresee enemy super attacks. Now the issue with that, with especially a unit like Super Vegito, is just like Int Cell and all those other units that have these ridiculous HP restrictions on their passive, it's not very common to get. Like, you're not going to fall under 40% HP in regular Dokkan events. The only place I could foresee you doing that would be like the Legendary Goku event and the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, and then maybe Super Battle Road. Again, Super Battle Road's kind of like a maybe, you know. Super Battle Road is one of those where it's like it could and it couldn't. So again, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, AGL Super Vegito, maybe he wasn't as good as people wanted him to be. I know for a fact I thought he was going to be way better than he is right now. I personally thought he was going to be like, maybe raises defense on super attack, has crit built into his counters, but unfortunately he didn't. So anyways, we have High School Gohan here, who is a super class support type unit. Now we're at 44%. We are 44k defense. Again, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get hit before we actually super attack, so we have everything except Fuse Fighter and then Power Bestowed by God. Yeah, so Power Bestowed by God is going to be one of those type of links that is going to be really hard to activate for Super Vegito, unless you're running him like on the Patara team, or like maybe even the Final Trump Card team. Power Bestowed by God is really kind of like a Patara fusion link, which of course here on the Super Saiyans team, I personally don't have it, and there's probably, you know, units on the Super Saiyans team that you could bring. I just don't have said units. Alright, so we are actually going to get hit. That's really good. Thank God Broly decided to go for the group super attack. Now, again, that was a good showcase on why you should always put crits on your counter units. At 1.7, that's really, really good. That's much higher than we, had on the last rotation. This is why you want to have crit counters, because look, regular counters aren't doing anything to Broly. They aren't doing anything to him, so that is why you really want to go for crit counters with these units. Go full crit, and we're gonna get the other Namek Goku to transform. So alright, I think we've seen all we need to see of Goku here on the Super Saiyan team. So anyways, let's go head on over to the next category team, which is gonna be the Final Trump Card team. Okay guys, so I actually wanted to get this in the video. We actually unlocked the last part of AGL Super Vegito's passive here, where he is able to foresee enemy super attacks. So there he is in the first slot. Broly locked our rotations, but you can see right there, it says super attack launched. So now we can tell Broly's gonna launch a super attack right after AGL Super Vegito super attacks. I think this is actually gonna be really good to put in the video, you know, what exactly he's gonna be taking when it comes to a super attack. So we're at least going to be able to unlock the attack and defense, the 40%. Again, you need to put crits on him, because again, that counter literally did nothing. Alright, let's see how much he's going to tank. Because again, this is a super attack. Again, this is a Dokkan event, so it's not, you know, too powerful. But let's see what he takes on a super. 181k, yeah. Again, guys, I mean, I love AGL Super Vegito, but again, this is what can happen. Again, he's really not built for super attacks, so again, in Super Battle Road, you can get smacked around. Again, you really need to protect this unit, and I think this is a really good thing to put in the video, is to highlight, you know, he's really good against normal attacks, because he has 80% damage reduction, but again, against super attacks, the Super Vegito is going to get hit pretty hard. So anyways, again, like I said, we're going to go on over to the Final Trump Card team. Okay guys, so we are here on the Final Trump Card team. I decided to bring Tech Vegito Blue. Alright. Okay, so how many links do we have active? Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan. No Power Bestowed by God. Does that one activate upon super attack is the thing. I think that one activates upon super attack, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it is when performing a super attack. Alright. So we're going to have Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, and then Power Bestowed by God. Of course, that one is just like the Kamehameha link, where it activates immediately upon getting enough orbs to get a super attack. So anyways, let's... Ooh, I think I messed up here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the app. I should have not gotten all those orbs with Tech Vegito Blue. Again, he has a key mechanic. He gives himself 3 key when he's super, so I didn't even need to do that. I completely forgot about that. Alright, so we're going to give all those orbs to AGL Super Vegito. And we need to check his defense as well. Alright, so we're going to have like 4 out of 7 links active. He's at 29k defense, not the best. Again, this is a 150% lead team. Alright, so we're going to give you that. And then all of these will be for Super Vegito. And then, yep, Power Bestowed by God activates right there. And let's go. Alright, so yep, gives himself 3 key, Tech Vegito Blue. Alright, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to get, you know, hit before we actually super attack. So this super attack is going to be very, very low. Yeah, 932,000, not good by any means. But, again, if we had gotten the extra 40% attack and defense, we would have been at around, I would say maybe 1.3 million, just like we saw from him before. Alright, so we have God Topo. Okay, so this is why I decided to go to the Bojack one, is because we are now able to just target Bojack. And Bojack, of course, is one of the bosses that have an infinite amount of health, so he will never die, which is going to be really, really good for us. Oh, yeah, and then Bujin seals, so it's a good thing, what's it called, we have God Topo, yeah, in the first slot, because that would have sucked if that was AGL Super Vegito, because, you know, especially when you're trying to do showcases, to just have, like, a unit sealed, it's the worst. It's the worst feeling ever. That's what sometimes makes these showcases sometimes difficult, is because these units just decide to, like, oh, hey, you're trying to showcase this unit? Well, guess what? I'm gonna seal him, so it's not the best sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna have... Do you have Power Bestowed by God? Yes, he does. Alright, so we're gonna have 5 out of 7 links active. The only one we're not gonna have is Golden Warrior and Shocking Speed. But again, most, you know, fusion-based units, they have Over in a Flash, not Shocking Speed. You know what? We're gonna try to get rid of Bujin here. So we're gonna go for the super attack on Bujin. Thank God none of them are super attacking before, because again, that would... Zangia, I think, is a stunner, or she lowers attack. Either one of the two. Because Bujin seals, Zangia, again, either lowers attack or, like, stuns, and then... I don't want to call him that, but I think his name's Bebop. I mean, I don't know what Bebop does, but Bebop does something. Alright, so... Double super, and we were just under a million. Again, that is to be expected. We did not get the 40% attack and defense. And the reason why his super attack went up when he did the additional super attack is because, remember, AGL Super Vegito raises allies' attack by 35% on super attack for 1 turn. So he raised his own attack by 35%, and that's why he was able to get to over a million. And this is why this 55% Tech Vegito Blue is doing a lot more damage. You know, he's getting that attack buff from AGL Super Vegito. Alright, so we're probably going to get 1 more rotation. We want to get God Topo with him, so we're going to go ahead and float him off. Kefla, you know what, let's just start firing our focus on some of these units. We're going to do that with Tech Vegito Blue, and then same thing with God Topo. Alright, so I believe we're going to have to wait like 2 turns before God Topo is going to be on rotation once again. Hopefully, again, we can stall. I mean, we can stall, but hopefully AGL Super Vegito doesn't, you know, get too strong with his counters, because again, the big thing with him is once he starts getting his counters, man, you know, the damage can instantly begin to rack up, so there's that to look out for as well. I do want to showcase him, but at the same time, we got to be careful, because again, Bujin is like almost dead. Yeah, look at him. He's only on a sliver of health. And then Bebop, I'm pretty sure that's not his name, but he is also close to death. So, you know, we have to be careful with AGL Super Vegito, because if he counters some of their attacks, he could end up killing them. He really could. The good thing is that we don't have any AoEs on the team, which is really nice. Alright. So, we are going to have, again, everything except Shocking Speed and... Shocking Speed and Golden Warrior. There it is. So I really wanted to get Super Gogeta, or Super Saiyan Gogeta on here with AGL Super Vegito. Alright, so let's see what Zangia does. I'm pretty sure she just lowers attack. Yeah, so she does lower attack. Okay, that would have been really annoying if that was AGL Super Vegito that we put in the first slot there. Because then his, you know, he would have gotten his passive, but his attack would have been lowered, so that would have been, like, almost meaningless. There he is at 969,000. So again, without getting his attack and defense, this Super Vegito he doesn't look quite impressive as he normally would. But again, that is to be expected, you know, with no support on rotation, essentially. Alright. So, we're going to start to get a lot of the fusion transformations. But I think I'm going to cut here. And then, of course, I'll just bring us right back to when we actually have God Topo on rotation. And then that'll be, I guess you could say, the final attack stat that we're going to get for AGL Super Vegito on the final trump card team. Alright, so we have the rotation set up here. I don't want to put AGL Super Vegito in the first slot. The reason for that is I don't know if Bebop is going to actually super attack. And we literally have every single link active except Golden Warrior. If I do put AGL Super Vegito in the first slot, we're going to be losing Shocking Speed and Fierce Battle. Alright, so we're going to have to do this. And we're just going to do that. And then we're going to have AGL Super Vegito target Zangia. And then let's check his defense. 45k defense, so a little bit better. Again, he was at 29k without support. Again, God Topo's giving that 40% attack and defense. So he really is doing a lot to help us out here. So, alright, let's see what we get up to. 1.34 million. Again, that is without any of the 40% attack and defense that he gets from his passive. So that is very, very impressive. I think with his passive active, yeah, 130k. Not the best when it comes to tanking super attacks, like I said before. So actually, with his attack and defensive buff, he would have been at around maybe 1.7, 1.8 million attack stat, kind of like what we saw from him in the Super Saiyan team. Alright, so anyways, we're going to head on over to the next category team, which is going to be the Potara team with AGL Super Vegito. Alright, so we're on our third and final team that we're going to be showcasing AGL Super Vegito on, which is the Potara team, which is still led by the 30-year anniversary Int Super Vegito. Alright, so keep in mind this is only 130% to defense. Again, they give HP and attack 170%. So we have Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, and then Fierce Battle. We're at 29k defense, the lowest we've ever seen him yet. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get his full passive active, which is the extra 40% attack and defense. So there he was, under a million. Again, without the, first part of his passive, which is the 40% attack and defense. Damage is not going to be his forte. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have West Kai right there go ahead and tank all of those hits for us. Again, West Supreme Kai, she has guard, when she gets hit for the first time. She only needs to get hit once and she activates her guard, and then she greatly raises attack and defense on super attack. So West Supreme Kai is going to be really good. There we go. She's got her guard active now. We're not going to take any damage. This is going to do basically nothing. Let's actually see how much she tanks from this. 9,000. Again, West Supreme Kai, she's really good. Don't sleep on her. She's really, really good, especially if you have a rainbow, because, I mean, she's a unit that's like years old now at this point. Alright. So we're going to have... Ooh, we're also going to be able to get power bestowed by God. But I'm going to do this. The reason I'm going to do this is because Physical Vegito Blue, he has a tendency to super multiple times at times where I don't want him to do that. That actually happened when I was trying to not kill STR Goku and Blue Vegeta in the first phase of the fight. So there he is at a million. Again, that is with no 40% attack and defense. Let's see how much he does on his counter. So in Dokkan events, again, obviously his counter is going to be doing a decent amount of damage. Maybe not as much as Physical Vegito Blue, just because, again, Physical Vegito Blue has the whole, he can, like, quadruple super attack, greatly raise his defense 4 times. But in terms of damage, Physical Vegito Blue was at a, smaller attack set in terms of counters compared to Super Vegito, so that's pretty impressive. Alright. So, who are we going to have on the next rotation? We're probably going to have both of the leaders on the next rotation, so we should be able to put AGL Super Vegito in the first slot and see what his attack stat is going to be, because again, we're 170% to attack here, so I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what he's going to be able to put up. And if we had somehow gotten under 50% HP, you know, we could have transformed, but unfortunately that did not happen. Alright, so I'm going to put AGL Super Vegito in the Ways of Danger, again, just to kind of like reiterate why, you know, he is a great unit. You know, I don't want to, you know, say that he's not, but he does leave a lot to be desired when it comes to both counters as well as overall damage, because, I mean, overall his counters are not doing, you know, bad damage. Again, they're actually, you know, whittling down this boss's health quite a bit. So 1.34 is what he's at with not all of his links active, and at 55%, which is not bad. It's not bad by any means. So his counters after he supers do tend to do a little bit more damage. We need to keep that in mind. Alright, I wish he got super attacked as well, because that would have been really good to kind of, you know, show people that, you know, he's good. But again, you have to put him out of harm's way, or else he will get absolutely pimp smacked around. Alright, we're going to do this with Physical Vegito Blue. We're just going to get this rotation from him, and then I think we're going to end the video here, or go down to the breakdown portion of the video. Let's see what kind of damage Physical Vegito Blue is going to do, because again, this is the power of an easy A. I really want to show this because again, it makes a huge difference. So again, look at the difference between Physical Vegito Blue and AGL Super Vegito. His counters do way more damage. Why? Because he raises his defense on super attack. That is the only downside to AGL Super Vegito, is that he doesn't have any defense raising on his actual super attack, which, as you just saw, can make him get hit really, really hard. So anyways, now we're going to head on over to the breakdown portion of the video, and then we're just going to, you know, see my final thoughts on this AGL Super Vegito. Alright guys, so I could just not put this in the video, but we actually got the Int Vegito to transform, so we are going to see what exactly AGL Super Vegito as well as the Int Vegito is able to put up here. So we're going to have everything active except Shocking Speed and Golden Warrior. So let's see what AGL Super Vegito is able to do with the transformed Super Vegito as well. Okay, so counters, again, we got his passive active, not doing bad damage. Again, after he super attacks, they are going to go up in terms of damage, because again, he raises his own attack afterwards by 35%. So we're going to see what he's able to put up here. 1.4. That's pretty good. That is actually not bad damage for a 55% unit. And like I said, his counters going to start to do a lot more damage, but again, it would have been much better if he, of course, had them all crit counters. If they were crit counters, I think we would have finished the Goku and the Vegeta unit off. So let's have West Supreme Kai here finish off the fight for us. And there we go. So anyways, let's go on over now to the breakdown portion of the video. Alrighty guys, so this is unparalleled Golden Key Super Vegito. He is AGL type 4 key 100% to stats. Oh, excuse me there. He is AGL 4 key 100% to stats, so he is very good in Battlefield, as well as Super Battle Road. If you still have to beat the original 10 stages, he is a really good leader to bring over there. On his super attack, Spirit Sword, let me pull it up here. He causes immense damage and raises allies' attack by 35% for one turn. Again, if they only gave him defense on his super attack, that would have been much, much better. Now his passive, Flawless Combat, 40% attack and defense. Again, he has to get hit before he actually, you know, super attacks for that to go into effect. And then he foresees enemy super attacks when HP is 40% or less. We did see that on one of the teams. And then damage received from normal attacks minus 80% and counters with tremendous power. So basically, he has 80% damage reduction against normal attacks. Unfortunately, against regular, you know, attacks, he can get hit pretty hard. Alright, now again, 55%, no equipment, and then he is at full level 10 links. So overall, I would say AGL Super Vegito is a very good unit especially if you are a free-to-play player. I think he is a really good addition to your box. He's going to perform extremely well. You know, he is probably going to help you, you know, through some of the Super Battle Road stages. I mean, just to name a couple difficult ones, Majin Buu Saga, this Super Vegito is going to be really good. The only thing is, again, you want to keep him out of super attacks. If you can do that, you know, you can put this guy slot 1, tank all the normal attacks, and then, of course, you know, have your better defensive units tank the super attacks. Super Saiyan, Super Battle Road, again, he's going to be really good. Potara, final trump card, and then Battle of Wits. Battle of Wits doesn't have a Super Battle Road stage yet, but again, his other teams, he's just going to be absolutely amazing in. So anyways, again, very impressive unit. I do not regret getting this guy to full level 10 links. Again, his damage might not be the best, but again, you know, his main ability, I think, is just to tank. He is a tank. That is kind of what he's built for. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.